In this chapter, we will look at other special effects that you can apply to both your images and sound to make it a more professional looking or achieve a certain style for your project. First, let's take a look at color adjustment. As you work with your clips and still images in iMovie, you might find that some clips look dull or flat or maybe overexposed. Fortunately, iMovie comes with some pretty powerful tools for adjusting the color of your images to make them more vibrant and dynamic. Here's an important note. You can either apply the effects in your events browser or in your project. If you do color correction in your events browser, then the original footage will be changed and it can be used for other projects as well. If you choose to make adjustment in your project, then the changes is only limited to this current project. For demonstration purposes, I will work directly in my project. All the effects tools are located on top of the viewer. The first one is a magic wand. If you don't know what these icons represent, then you can put your mouse over the icon and there will be a short description of what this tool does. So you see that this tool automatically improves the video and audio quality of the selected clip. So basically, iMovie will do the color correction for you. So for example, if I select this clip and then click on this magic wand, you will see that it did several things. First of all, it did some color correction and definitely make the image more saturated and also changed some of the audio level as well. However, if you want more control of what effects you want to apply to your clip, then it's better to do it manually. So I will click it off and then go to the first one. And this one is called Color Balance. When you click it, there are several other tools that you can use. The first one is called Auto. Similar to the magic wand, it won't only do the color balance for your image. And this match color tool will adjust the color of this clip to match the color of another clip. For example, here I have one clip already, and if I want to match this one with the blue ocean in another clip, I can select this and you see that now my color has been on the blue side because it tries to match the color of here. So that can be helpful when you maybe shot your interviews in a different day, but you don't want the viewer to notice the difference, and so you might want to match the tool clips. So if you don't want, you can just click cancel. You can always use the reset to reset to the original setting. Okay, white balance does is to correct the color of the clip based on a point that should be white or gray. So for example, if I know this part should be white, and then if I click a white balance and I pick this spot, and then it would do a color balance based on the white color that I selected in the image and do it accordingly. And finally, there's the skin tone balance. If you wanna adjust the skin tone and match the rest of the color based on that, then you can click on skin tone and find where you think the skin looks most natural. For example, if it's here, and then you see that it does some color balance. Okay, so that's the first one, color balance. And another tool you can use here is called color correction. Their tools allows you to adjust the exposure, change the saturation, and change the tone of your image. So the first one here I want to introduce is it can adjust the shadows. So you just drag the slider. So you see I can make it really dark or bright for the shadows. And similarly on this end is to adjust the highlights. So if you think it's underexposed, then you can adjust the highlights a little bit. And here it is to adjust the contrast. If you wanted the dark and the light to have a bigger contrast or smaller contrast, then you can change this. And basically when you change this, it will change on the other side as well. And finally in the middle is to adjust the brightness. So if it's too dark, then you can brighten it up or make it underexposed. So this is the first set of tools you can adjust the exposure. And then here is to adjust saturation. You can can make it more colorful or more dull. So if I put it on the right side, you see that it's now really colorful. But you don't want to make it too over because it doesn't feel natural anymore. Similarly, I can make it even into a black and white, basically don't have any colors in the image. Finally, you can adjust the temperature to make it warmer or cooler. So on the right side, it will make it warmer by adding more yellow, or on the left side, it can make it cooler by adding more blue. Alright, so those are the tools that you can use to make color adjustment to make your image's appearance look better.